Hello, #1 fans and viewers, Scott Casey Gill here, back to yet another Amazon.com unboxing video. This time I got Robocop 3, the collector's edition from Screen Factory on Blu-ray, and I got Robocop 1994 complete series. Okay, let's begin with the unboxing, shall we? This is a Robocop 3, the collector's edition. Hopefully they release this on 4K. And it says, the special features on this are auto commentary with director Fred Dekker, new Delta Force Shuffle, the making of Robocop 3, featuring Fred Dekker, actress Nancy Allen, and more. New RoboVision, the FX of Robocop 3 featurette, Peter Kieran, Phil Tippett, and more. And the corporate leader interview with actor Felton Perry, who plays Johnson in all 3 Robocop films. The new training animal and a new war machine, the theatrical trailer, and the still gallery. It says he's back to lay down the law. It's Megacop versus Megacorp, and Detroit cyber crime fighter hits the streets to protect the innocent. This time from corporate greed. When the ruthless corporation that runs the Motor City begins kicking families out of their homes to clear space for a profitable new real estate project, Robocop, played by Robert John Burke, joins with a renegade band of freedom fighters to save them. But Robocop must face some deadly foes, including a lethally efficient android and a dangerous gang of thugs. Robocop's latest arsenal of high-tech weaponry only somewhat evens the battlefield, as the lone superhero takes on the entire army of corporate military in an all-out war to control Detroit. The last film trilogy is directed by cult filmmaker Fred Dekker, who did The Monster Squad and Night of the Creeps. Now originally Peter Weller was going to be in this, but he couldn't reprise his role as Robocop due to him filming the movie Naked Lunch. So Robert John Burke took over. And Robert John Burke is a good actor. He was well known for multiple episodes of Law and Order Special Victims Unit. He was well known for the movie Finner. He was on the show for the first 3 seasons of Person of Interest as a recurring character. He did really good. Yeah, he played Patrick Simmons, the corporate cop on the first 3 seasons of Person of Interest. So he's a good actor. He did okay in this role. But yeah, I've always liked. He played Ed Tucker on Law and Order Special Victims. I always liked for Robert John Burke as an actor. In my opinion, he is a good actor. But in my opinion, Peter Weller will always be the true Robocop. But now a lot of people hate this movie, and I could see why, because it's not as good as the first 2. But I didn't mind this one. But is it as good as 1 and 2? Absolutely not. But I didn't mind Robocop 3 for what it was. And hopefully in the future, Arrow Video releases the Robocop trilogy on 4K, since the first Robocop is already on 4K from Arrow. And since Robocop 2 is on 4K from Screen Factory. I'd like to see Arrow release all 3 Robocop films on Arrow 4K, because that would be pretty cool. They did. And of course, this does have two sides. And this is the original artwork for Robocop 3. So I like that Screen Factory does that. But I do like this artwork. But in my opinion, I like this artwork better. Late Rip Torn is in this movie. He plays the new head of CEO because the late Daniel Hurley was supposed to reprise his role as the old man in this one, but he declined because he didn't like the script. So Rip Torn takes over as a new character who's in charge of OCP. And this is, of course, Robocop the series. Now, this is Robocop the series on Blu-ray. I like where Richard Eden plays Robocop, and it also stars Lisa Madigan, Yvette Nipper, David Gardner, Blue Manakuma, and Sarah Campbell. It says the future of law enforcement. Police officer Alex Murphy is badly wounded in the line of duty while his female partner Lisa Madigan watches in terror. In order to save his life, doctors combine what's left of his body with cutting-edge robotics to create the ultimate law officer, Robocop. During this transformation, Murphy's memory is erased. His only purpose now is to fight crime. There are times for when flashes of his previous life emerge, but not even for him to make sense of his visions. When Robocop returns to fight crime and the mean streets of Old Detroit, he is rejoined with his old partner Lisa. She sees more than the greatest law enforcement officer alive and finds it hard to resist telling him about his past life. So this is a different version of Robocop. This is the series. The Robocop 1994 TV series had nothing to do with the first 3 Robocop movies. They were totally different versions. So this is a TV version of it, and I like the TV show for what it was. I haven't seen all the episodes, but I've seen bits and pieces, and when I watched, I liked what I saw. So, and there's also Robocop Prime Directive too. I do like the artwork on here. And of course, the inside is the episode index, which will tell you what all the episodes are about. Yeah, anyway, thank you for watching. Can you stay classy, live long and prosper, and peace out.